Hello, this is Dr. Bryan from Laneville Family Chiropractic. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this short video on brain-to-body communication and how chiropractic optimizes this process and allows us to adapt to life's many stresses. So the brain, it controls and coordinates the entire human experience. You live your life through your nervous system. It's what's controlling your heart, your lungs, your kidney, your immune system at every moment of your life. Allows you to sleep well, gives you energy during the day. This is why so many people, once they learn this message and see the benefits of this brain-to-body communication, choose to get checked the rest of their lives at the office, whether they feel good or not. They get their kids checked, their spouses, their friends. This message is simple but powerful, and it's one that's very misunderstood. So the brain sends the signals down through the spinal cord, out the spine, and to the entire body. So from brain to body, body to brain, signals are constantly going back and forth. This is happening optimally. The body is in a state of function. Things are functioning well. The immune system's working. The blood cells are working. That's going on. The body is in a state of ease. Things are flowing easily. You're designed to be healthy. You're not designed to be sick and break down. If we have this going on, the body is in a state of health, which is what everybody wants. Good health. It is our most important asset. And if that's going on, we feel good. Again, what everybody wants. They want to feel good. They want to feel vibrant and energetic. This is what we call the normal pattern, the optimal pattern. Now, the little red X's, they signify nerve disturbance. What is nerve disturbance? It's what we call in chiropractic subluxation. So subluxation is very simple. The spine goes out of alignment. It interrupts this brain-to-body, body-to-brain communication. And therefore, now you're not living your life through the nervous system at your optimum potential. You're not adapting to life's stresses as well as you could be. You're not functioning as well as you could be. So if this is happening long enough, you have a state of dysfunction instead of optimal function. Then we have dis-ease, which is the root word for disease. It leads to ill health instead of optimal good health. And instead of feeling good, we tend to feel bad over time, which we call symptoms. Things like numbness, tingling, migraines, acid reflux, on and on and on, ear infections, ADHD, constipation, asthma, a lot of the childhood conditions. And again, these are the effects. So I tell people all the time, if you wanted me just to adjust you long enough where you start feeling better, do you want to leave all the rest of that junk underneath it to fester and continue? Most people, once they see this laid out like this, decide, no, that's not so good. Symptoms are the last thing to show up in a disease process and one of the first things to go away. But because of this process working like it does, we want to keep addressing the cause, which is subluxation, because you can have that nerve disturbance without having those pain and symptoms right away. It's one of those silent problems like blood pressure, like cholesterol. So one really important question is then what causes subluxation in the body? The very simple answer is stress. Physical, chemical, and emotional stresses. So I have just a few examples of them. We can't go through an exhaustive list here in the short video, but physical stresses. Being born is stressful for so many people. C-sections, vacuum, forceps, clamps, doctor-assisted, causes a lot of people to lose their alignment, put pressure on the brainstem from day number one. If we do survive the birth process, learning how to walk, we're falling 38, 40 times a day. If we bump our head or neck even just once, that could throw you out of alignment. Most of us are sitting for long periods of time throughout the day, sitting at work, sitting in our car, sitting while we're eating, which is stressful for the low back especially. So physical stresses galore, the obvious traumas, accidents, slips. We could go through hundreds of physical traumas that could cause a person to go out of alignment and to subluxate. Then there's the chemical category. Things like up here I got food, smoking. Our food isn't as pure and simple as it used to be. There's preservatives and chemicals and hormones and all sorts of jazz in it, which is toxic to a lot of people's bodies, and a lot of people are having trouble processing these things day after day. Then there's self-inflicted things like cigarette smoke that we could be inhaling. There's even breathing in imperfect air in Chicagoland here. Is unavoidable, but your body has to adapt to these stresses on a daily basis. Then there's the emotional stresses. We all have relationships. We all have to deal with finances, taxes, etc., which can stress people out, cause the muscles to tighten up, throw you out of alignment. So physical, chemical, and emotional stresses, they're ever present every day. But this is why we got to reduce the ones that we can reduce when we can control it, but also put good input into the body so we can adapt to life. Stress is better. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, give me a call. Until we meet again, be well.